Welcome to Southwest Florida Real Estate Update, hosted by area realtor Jim York and York Real Estate Group of Downing Fry Realty. Our show will bring you the most up-to-date information about the local real estate market, featuring leading experts in the real estate field.
Good afternoon. I'm Michael York with the York Real Estate Group in Naples, Florida, and welcome to the Southwest Florida Real Estate Update. We're here today with our host Jim York and his guest Jim Magnusson, Director of Sales and Marketing at Tiburon Golf Resort.
Welcome to the show, Jim.
Thank you very much.
Hey, why don't you just give us a little background about your role at Tiburon and yourself?
Well, a little bit, first of all, about myself. I grew up in the Midwest in Iowa. I had the fortunate to play basketball on scholarship at the University of Iowa under Coach Lute Olson, and enjoyed 4 years of playing basketball and getting an education at the university. Moved to California to pursue playing golf professionally for a few years. That didn't work out, and went back to school, got my master's in marketing, and had the opportunity from there to move to Florida, to Palm Beach, where I worked for the Pga of America for 18 years as their Director of Sales and Marketing for the Pga Championship and Ryder Cup. So I've always wanted to be in the golf business, and the opportunity for me to come over to the West Coast and to be working for Tiburon was an opportunity I just could not turn down.
That's good. How about, maybe we're here to talk about this evening about the golf memberships there. Maybe you could start with that.
Well, we have basically at Tiburon, we have two golf memberships. Our first membership is our medallion membership. It's a refundable membership, full golf privileges, and then we have an associate club membership, which is a non-refundable membership, which we're finding more and more clubs are going to non-refundable memberships, and it's become a very popular one for us.
And how many permanent members are there at Tiburon?
Currently, we have 232 golf members, and that's a combination of medallion members and associate club. Our cap is 350, but to be honest with you, I think we'll settle in on about 260 members, because it's important for us to provide our golf members a lifestyle experience, pace of play, where they can get out and play at any time.
And what does the memberships include? Maybe you just go over that one.
Well, basically, as a golf member, you have obviously access to golf privileges at the golf course.
Right.
We have two golf courses, and I'll talk a little bit more about those later, but one golf course is always set aside for members. The other course is set aside for the Ritz-Carlton guests. So you have full golf privileges, you have a full locker room, you have access to obviously all of our major golf tournaments that we run. We do a very active golf membership. Our members play 4 to 5 times a week. We do a lot of couples golfs, we do a lot of member events, we do a lot of afternoon events. So we're a very active golf membership during the season.
Let's talk about the two different golf courses that you mentioned there. They're kind of unique, and each one's a little bit different. Maybe you could give our viewers a little detail on those.
Yeah, it was funny. When I worked for the PGA, I fell in love in Tiburon. Tiburon opened in 1998, 27 holes of golf, and I had the opportunity to, with 3 other colleagues, to come over and stay at the Ritz-Carlton Beach Resort and play Tiburon. And I knew Greg when I worked for the PGA, and he had just opened up the Medalist over on the East Coast, and he said, you need to come over to Naples, because he said, I designed quite a gem in the Naples market. So the opportunity to come over and play Tiburon back in 1998 until I started working here, it's a truly unique design, because Greg, when he designed the golf course, really designed the routing plan first, and WTI basically built the homes around the golf course. So you have a black course and a gold course. Gold course does host the 2 golf tournaments that we host, and the black course, but they're totally 2 different types of golf course. The gold course is a little more wide open, a little more forgiving, a little longer. The black course is more tree-lined, not your typical that you see in South Florida, and a little tighter, not as long. So each golf course delivers a different challenge to all levels of golfers, and it depends on which tees you play.
And what are the yardages there from the different tees? So
from the gold course, from the tips, it plays at about 7,400 yards. We have 5 sets of tees, so we offer a variety of where to play. And I think it's important for a golfer to play the right tees. On the black course, it stretches to about 7,000 yards.
And just tell us a little bit how unique the golf course is, because it doesn't have a lot of sand there, right?
No, it's unique because there's only one cut.
Right.
We don't have a second cut. All the turf on the fairways is one cut. It's the grass there is a GN1, which is Greg Norman's grass. All of our greens are TIFF-Eagle. They're fairly large. We have a lot of waste areas, not a lot of bunkers, but a lot of waste areas. So it's a unique design. People don't see that too often. It's almost like a link-style type of golf course design course.
Absolutely, and another unique part is that you guys are kind of affiliated with the Ritz there, so maybe you could give our viewers a little insight about the dining and the beach club experience that come along with not just the golf, but being part of the Ritz.
The Ritz-Carlton Golf Resort opened in 2002, and it makes it a unique experience not only for our members, because our members, I always tell them that the Ritz-Carlton Golf Resort is an extension of our clubhouse. Our members have access to their amenities. They have access to the swimming pool. They can go over and have charging privileges, dine at the Ritz-Carlton. They have access to the tennis courts. And then we also have a beach shuttle that takes you down to Vanderbilt Beach. So the Ritz-Carlton brand is considered probably the finest and most prestigious in the hospitality industry. And our members and people that live in Tiburon associate with that brand, and it's almost like a bragging rights, because when they ask, where do you live? I live at Tiburon Golf Club at the Ritz-Carlton Golf Resort.
And the opportunities for people that aren't a resident there for golf, and can you just tell us about that?
We do have visiting golfer access, which allows us to invite non-resident members to play Tiburon. They can come through different ways. They can come through their club pro up north, who they know they're down here. They can have their club pro call, and we invite them to play. We also work with other hotels. We work with some condos associations, and it's a great way of getting people in to experience the club. We believe if they experience the club, they're more apt to join the club.
And an opportunity to play if you're not a member for locals down here?
Yes. Yeah, so you have, in Naples we have a lot of travelers, and obviously from the real estate, they're down here shopping. They're eventually going to probably, if they love the area, which they do, will eventually buy a home, and they're also looking, if they're golfers, they're looking, where should I join the club? So we open up to visiting golfers just to get them out to play golf and experience the lifestyle of if you at some point in time want to join the club as a non-resident.
Well, Jim, we're going to take a little short break, and we're going to be right back.
When picking a realtor, don't just pick anyone. Pick someone with experience. Pick someone with a proven track record. Pick a realtor like Jim York from Downing Fry Realty, the #1 brokerage with the most real estate transactions in the area.
My husband and I had very specific ideas about what we wanted in our new home. Jim York was able to help us find the home that was ideal for us.
With over 20 years of real estate experience in Southwest Florida, Jim York has negotiated over $200 million in sales contracts. Selecting the right realtor is a critical decision that can earn you thousands when selling or save you thousands when buying.
Jim also helped us with a mortgage lender and a good real estate attorney. He went that extra mile, and his experience says it all.
Call Jim York for a no-obligation meeting at 239-273-6727 or visit his website, www.naplesyorkrealestate.com.
Welcome back, everyone. Jim, another unique thing that you guys have at Tiburon is the 2 different institutes that you guys have on property, the Taylormade Performance Institute as well as the Pga Tour Academy. Maybe you could give us a little background as to what those mean and what each of them does at your facility.
Great. 2 years ago, we brought in the Taylormade Performance Lab, and there's 18 performance labs in the United States. They're unique. They have inside you have club fitting, and you have instruction using some of the latest state-of-the technology in golf instruction. What's unique about the Taylormade Performance Lab is actually you put a suit on and you see the avatar characters in EA Sports. You're actually turned into an avatar character, true life. And we're able to measure your swing, we're able to measure and compare you with other players, average players, tour players. And then we have a launch monitor, which validates the process of fitting you with the right equipment. So it's an hour and a half in the lab for one club. It's 2.5 hours for a total club. And you walk away within 48 hours having a brand new set of TaylorMade clubs that are custom fitted for you. So it's unique. It's open to visiting golfers, resort guests, and our members. We also have the Pga Tour Academy, which offers a full level of golf instruction. They do private lessons, they do group clinics. We have probably the best junior golf programs in Naples, that they do after-school programs, they do weekend getaways for the kids. We do a lot of parent-child instructional, family instructional programs. So with those two brands, Taylormade and Pga Tour, again, it's elevating the assets that we have currently at Tiburon Golf Club.
Absolutely.
Jim, on those professionals that give lessons over there, maybe you could just touch base on a few of them, because we know, like Kathy, and just give us a little background on some of them if you could.
Well, first of all, the Taylormade Performance Lab is, our master club fitter is TJ Shelton.
Okay.
TJ is considered one of the best club fitters in the industry. He fits a lot of the PGA Tour players, he fits a lot of the LPGA players. He's very, very respected. He's often asked by Taylormade to come out to the tour events and work with the Taylormade players. So we're very fortunate to have TJ. He's very passionate about what he does, and he's very, very busy during the season. He's doing a lot of clubs. On the Pga Tour Academy, we have Tom O'Brien. Tom has been there now since we opened. Right. He was originally with the Rick Smith Golf Academy, and he's a master instructor. He has a relationship with Pat Bradley and then also Keegan Bradley. So Tom is one of our top instructors at the Tour Academy.
Okay, well, let's go into the tournaments that you have there. One of the biggest ones is the Cme Tour Championship for the ladies. So maybe you could just give us a little background on that.
The LPGA's final event of the year is the Cme Tour Championship. It's the dates are November 17th through the 22nd. It means a lot of things, because they also have, very, very similar to the FedEx Cup that the PGA Tour plays for, they have the Road to the Globe Cup.
That's right.
And they play for $1 million. So sometime at the end of that event, whoever wins the cup wins actually $1 million along with the purse, and that's $500. So somebody could walk away with $1.5 million. There's a Pro-Am the first 2 days, and the LPGA players are very impressive. There's a lot of young players from all over the world, and I think the difference between the two events is the LPGA event is a worldwide event. The coverage is from all over the world. Media come from all parts of the world to cover the event, and it's a great event for us to have.
Absolutely, and then following up on that, you also have the Franklin Templeton Shootout that Mr. Norman hosts, and that's another unique experience there.
That's Greg Norman's the Franklin Templeton Shootout is a unique event. The event has been around for 25 years. It started in California, it went to Miami, and now it's been at Tiburon now for the last 15 years. It features 24 players in a unique format. It's very popular with the players. The players are on the phone calling Taylor Ives and the staff at the Shark Shootout about playing in the event. It attracts some of the very best players, not only on the PGA Tour, but also on the Champions Tour. And Greg has the liberty of inviting some of the up-and-coming young players, like when he invited, Ricky Fowler, when Ricky just got on the tour. And so it's a fun event. With 24 players, you get up close to the players, and like the CME, there are 2 days of Pro-Ams, and it's a great event for us to host.
Absolutely.
Well, Jim, we're going to take another little short break, and we're going to be right back.
Selecting the right realtor is a critical decision that can earn you thousands when selling.
Jim sold our villa in just 2 days. We got the highest price in the community. He then helped us to negotiate and purchase our new home here in Tiburon. I'd recommend Jim. His expertise made all the difference.
Call Jim York for a no-obligation meeting at 239-273-6727 or visit his website, www.naplesyorkrealestate.com.
Welcome back, everyone. Jim, being in real estate, I got to ask you about some of the homes and the different levels of homes out there at Tiburon, and maybe how many you guys have out there.
Well, we currently at build out, which we're very close to build out, will be totally built out at the end of July. We have 538 homes. It's a unique community because it's like, when I was talking earlier about the routing plan, there are pods of communities. So you have 9 different, what I call pods, that the price range is from anywhere from the $400,000 to $500,000 to a Scada estate, which go to about $8 million. So it's a mixture of type of homes and different price points that people can purchase.
And Jim, thank you. Finally, you know, us amateurs that aren't a PGA pro or scratch golfer like Michael, give us a tip on how we could better our game, maybe.
I think that you know what's important from taking up the game of golf is golf instruction from the PGA professional or the LPGA professional. I think the game sometimes can get complicated, and by having the proper instruction and getting fitted right with clubs, getting the right posture, getting the right grip, the swing, and taking a series of lessons. Today, the PGA of America offers a lot of entry-level type of programs that allow you to get into the game at an early, at a price point that makes sense. And as you invest in instruction, you're going to get better. The other thing is to play the right tees to start off. You don't have to play at the tips with the professionals. They have a program that the USGA has. It's called Tee It Forward, and is playing from the right tees and then taking the right instruction.
Absolutely.
Well, Jim, Michael, and I would like to thank you for coming and appreciate your
pleasure.
time. And I know we've played a lot of golf out at Tiburon and sold some real estate over there too. And we think our viewers should take the opportunity to go over there and see what's available.
We're welcome there.
Thank you.
Thank you.